throughout all the years, but particularly throughout the last 8 years, when I have had the privilege to serve the now 56 member states as your Secretary General. And I particularly would wish to commend Pakistan for the enthusiastic participation in all aspects of our work, many of which you have already made reference to. But the truth is that our world is facing some very difficult problems. And we have never needed each other, and we've never needed the friendship that exists between our Commonwealth members more than we do today. And it is a great honor that I am able to come now at last to Pakistan to see for myself how Pakistan has risen from the terrible events of 2 years ago. Pakistani resilience, passion, and determination has been evident in the last 2 years. None of us will forget what happened here when the floods affected more than 33 million Pakistanis, who lost more than 2 million of their homes, lost livelihoods, lost that which made life good. And it was our privilege and our pleasure to stand in solidarity with Pakistan during those darker days, but it's my pleasure to come and celebrate now with Pakistan as you rise from those difficulties. I want to commend what has been done for young people, because Pakistan is leading for the Commonwealth in terms of our youth ministers meeting. And we were saddened that we weren't able to have the youth ministers meeting here in Pakistan. But at our Commonwealth Youth Ministers meeting, which was held in the garden of the Marlborough House, Pakistan came to London and Pakistan was there. And so even if it wasn't here physically, it was absolutely Pakistan in Marlborough House. And I want to thank you for bringing that taste of Pakistan to our work. There is still much for us to do, and I was thrilled to hear from the Deputy Prime Minister that Pakistan will remain stalwart in its support of the Commonwealth and its principles as we go forward in a new digitalized, AI-enabled world. And I am confident that the 65% of Pakistanis who are under the age of 30 will not just be the leaders of tomorrow, but they will help us co-create the future from today. And I want to thank all of those who've participated in our work for their energy, for their dedication, and for their warmth and friendship. And I thank you.
Thank you very much, Secretary General Patricia Scotland and Deputy Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Mohammad Ishaq Dar. We'll now open the floor for the journalists present here today. And we'll begin with Mr. Shokat Peracha.
Thank you so much. Pakistan is...
Sorry, and you will address the question to Foreign Minister Ishaq Dar, please.
Excellency, Pakistan is the oldest member of the Commonwealth, as Madam has also spoken out. Do you think the Commonwealth is relevant to Pakistan's international priorities today? Do you really think the agenda of the Commonwealth aligns with Pakistan's vision for economic development and regional connectivity, as you have talked about yourself? Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Raja Saab. Pakistan obviously cherishes this long-standing association with Commonwealth. The Commonwealth stands for values which are increasingly under strain around the world, but Pakistan continues to uphold these values, such as promotion of peace and development through dialogue and representing and respecting the independence of these sovereign states. We always believe in this thing. We have respect for every sovereign state. As one of the founding members, Pakistan sees the Commonwealth as an important forum to forge consensus on some of the most pressing issues facing the world today, from tackling climate change to empowering the youth, which represent a major demographic factor in Pakistan as well as many other Commonwealth countries. Owing to the geostrategic location and connectivity infrastructure, Pakistan envisions itself as a regional hub for trade. In that respect, Pakistan vision is perfectly in line with the Commonwealth connectivity agenda. Pakistan supports the Commonwealth target of increasing intra-Commonwealth trade to 2 trillion by 2030. I mean, this is the vision of our visiting Right Honourable Secretary General of Commonwealth. We believe that increased trade and regional connectivity not only would create jobs and opportunity for the young and the under 30s, but can also create conditions for win-win cooperation between the Commonwealth member states. You are already aware the efforts of this government to work with different countries in the Central Asian states for the connectivity projects. For example, with Uzbekistan, we are talking and working for the Uzbekistan-Pakistan railway connectivity. We are talking with Tajikistan, we are talking with Turkmenistan, you have TAPI, you have TAP. So many projects in the pipeline which Pakistan has been working on and will continue to work for the connectivity, the regional connectivity, the global connectivity, the north-south connectivity. So we are there for regional connectivity. And Madam's vision of 2 trillion intra-trade between the inter-trade between the Commonwealth countries, I think is very much praiseworthy and I think is achievable.
Mr. Anas Malik, please.
Thank you so much, spokesperson. My questions to the visiting dignitary. Continuity to what Mr. Pracha just said. Pakistan has been waiting for Commonwealth reforms, but in the increasing multipolarized environment, what reforms and measures is the Commonwealth itself taking in order to stay relevant in the 21st century?
Well, I'm really proud to say that the Commonwealth now encompasses 56 countries. That's the largest number that we have ever had. And the countries who are joining us from other jurisdictions. So the last 5 countries had never been part of the British Commonwealth. So if you look at Rwanda, Mozambique, Togo, Gabon, all of these countries come because of what they believe that the Commonwealth adds value to. It's not just in relation to our good governance, but we now have 2.7 billion people represented as part of our Commonwealth family. That's more than 1/3 of the world. We're not a treaty-based organization, but we're a values-based organization. And those values are values which everyone in the world are thirsting for. If you look at why they want to come, it's because we have identified way back in 2015 that there was a Commonwealth advantage to being in the Commonwealth. Because at that stage in 2016, it was discovered that it was 19% cheaper, faster, easier to do business with Commonwealth countries than other non-Commonwealth countries. And that's because we share the same parliamentary system, similar institutions, similar rule of law, and we speak the same language. So it means we can do business more easily. And from the moment I became Secretary General, I posited the question, could we move that 19% to 30%? What if it was 30% cheaper, easier, faster? That has been the driver. We are now at least.
आपको ज़हमत दी है आज एक ग्रोह की जानब से एक नहायत शरंगेज़ और बेबुनियाद प्रोपेगेंडा जो है, जिसकी जितनी भी मजम्मत की जाए कम है, उसको लॉन्च किया गया है। काजी फ़ायज़ ईसा के हवाले से